They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
All things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Brown complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to
it's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
13 yards.
So opening drive,
First
3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Looking to throw. Brown. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, the quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that.
The Ravens
this ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
90. Hey, middle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
By number 34.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A gain of a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. 60.
Brown, off play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. As they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Number 28, Joe
9
Mixon,
yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson rolling to his right. And now he's going to use Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Eagles grab it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
48
They'll give it to Mixon. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back out with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
On the carry.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A team takes it down and scores, that can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. That's caught by Kelly. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
90 is a mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was taken down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Stay with your man. 54 Mike. 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the Bengal first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Nixon. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Brown. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Brown. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Ravens will take over.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
on the defensive side.
it's a tough one because he's pretty weak as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
All day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Kelly, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
By Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
And the
15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. He will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got an open man, it's McLeod.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on it there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
45-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Kennedy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Ravens first down, but he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll pitch it out here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gas, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to fly.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. The 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half.
On the carry.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tarvarius Moore.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they'll try to run the option here. Pitching to Mixon. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Brown throwing on first down. This one hauled in by Sample. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Brown to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brown, he's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play some training there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
By number 27.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on! 180! Mike 54!
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Bring it on!
Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try to run for this. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Kelly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
I can't believe that's
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 11 now.
From the gun, Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Made at the 44-yard line.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
That catch good for only a couple. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Stopping for only 3 that time, and now getting up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Brown now on 1st down. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
would be for them? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone, take away, take the points, and keep moving.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 21.
This game back 14. Within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Down by Bobby
Making
Wagner.
the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Check Mike 50. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Come on out here. Come get some. Sit up. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Operating from the gun.
Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after.
For the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. On first down, it's Kelly. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way.
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The tackle may
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
90 is a mic.
Now we're off here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, check.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful.
4th down.
Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
Justin
No
Tucker
yardage.
on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big body receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43.
When you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry is Kelly. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about your respect?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Ravens, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.